Hello and welcome to Women Achievers. This is a program that profiles young women, old women, in between, on their success stories and what they have made of their lives. In short, it's the chronicle of the girl child to adulthood and lastly, as boss lady. So our boss lady in the house today is a fashion guru, a fashion entrepreneur, an art enthusiast, a singer. Yes, I know some of you don't know that part. Please welcome the CEO of Regalia Fashion and recently ready to wear, made by Fal, Fumi, Ajila, Ladipo. You're welcome to the program.
Good afternoon, viewers.
So tell us, who is Fumi Ajila Ladipo?
Fumi Ajila Ladipo is a creative designer. She's a woman of God, above all. She's a mother. She's a grandmother. That's, in a nutshell, that's who she is.
What does life mean to you?
Life means giving it all back to God in truthfulness. But above all, following your passion. That is life. Whatsoever you find your hand doing, make sure you do it and you do it very well. Life is about being yourself. Life is about pursuing your dream. Life is about you. Life is about you. Life is about you. Life is about you. It's only when you give to yourself what life offers you, then can you give to others. But life is about you. At the end of the day, like I say to a lot of people, I've never seen where probably a man dies and the woman, the wife is so bitter, she cries, and you try to push her probably in the grave with her husband. The children will probably, you refuse it, she will refuse it. So life is still about you. Life is about you fulfilling your dreams. Life is about you pursuing your dream in fairness and with the fear of God. That is life to me. Follow your passion. Follow your dream. Make sure you do that thing that you know how to do and do it very, very well. Fulfill your dream. It's all in your hands. Your life is in your hands. It's all in your hands. That's what it means to me.
When you were growing up, did you have an inkling that this was what you were going to do with your life?
I'll tell you a little story. My mom told me this when I was 18, when I was trying to go into the university or, for higher learning. She said when I was a little girl, apparently, I was born in Ekiti. I was not born in Lagos. I was born in Ekiti. My father is from Ekiti. And my mom said when I was very young, I was, she was in her husband's place before she traveled. And a man just walked up to her and said, Mommy, please, can you give me some water to drink? She said the guy was a stranger. And she gave the man some water to drink. And after drinking the water, I was my mom, there. And the man looked at me and said, thank you, ma. Your child is going to be a tailor. I was very, I didn't know, And my mom said, oh, she took the cup from him and said, a tailor of all things. In this home, we have professors, we have, So it took my mom about, I think about 18 years when I was trying to go into the university. I went to, Federal School of Art and Science. I was trying to pursue, maybe being a lawyer, going in, to be a lawyer. And then she now told me, she said, look, all this read that you're reading, you're just going to be reading. At the end of the day, if you end up being a lawyer, I'm sure you will just be wandering around the court with a dirty collar. You'll just be in charge and bill. She said, what you know how to do is how to make clothes. It's how to draw. It's how you paint around the house. You do this, you do that. And then she remembered and said, oh, I remembered what somebody said about you. And in my growing up years, well, my mom, she was very domesticated. She had a machine in the house. She makes iru and buba. She makes cake, wedding cake. She was a sole distributor of Avon's Cosmetics. So she was she was a businesswoman. She was very versatile. Very, very hard-working woman. So that was how she said, I think you should actually go to, at that time, it was only Yaba College of Technology. They offer fashion. And she said, oh, I think you should go to Yaba College of Technology. That was how I ended up in Yaba College of Technology. I was supposed also to go to FIT in New York. I got the form, but we didn't have the money. We didn't have the finance, to go to New York to study fashion. But I ended up in Yaba College of Technology. And my entry in Yaba College of Technology was like something else. It was like, this is it. So that's the way I became, a fashion designer. And immediately after my years in the college, in Yaba College of Technology, I became the best designer in Nigeria in 1987-88. I won an award. I was very young. I was only 24. I went in for the award, and thanks to, people like, Mrs. Folawiyo, because that was the only factory I knew at that time. Mofechi, Mrs. Folawiyo, that is Maureen Onigbanjo. Those were the people that I knew, so I worked closely with them. And at that time, I wanted to know everything about fashion, everything. When I say everything, I wanted to know everything about creativity. So I moved close to people who were already in the business so that I could learn a bit from them. I was close to the Sophistica. I was close to Labanella, that is Mrs. Folawiyo, and then also Mofechi. These people were, they were the people,
Okay.
at that time.
Okay.
Their factory were big factories. It's not like what you see online now. Everything is on Instagram, everything is there. But these were these were big, huge factories, So I made friends with them. And up to now, they're still my, friends, my mother, and then also my sister, Mofechi, my sister, Mrs. Folawiyo, my mother. I see her as my mother, So it's been over 30-something years, over 36 years.
So how do you explain the idea of translating an idea into fashion design? What's the process like?
You see, there's a word that goes, many are called, but few are chosen. The fashion business is not a very simple thing like that. You find out that most especially in this part of the world, where you kind of do everything yourself, I tell you, probably the only thing we do in Nigeria is aso-oke. A lot of things that we use are sourced from abroad. It can be quite frustrating for some people. So you see, the thing is that you have to have passion to sustain you. Your passion will sustain you. If you don't have passion for something, please don't start it. What has kept me so far is my passion. It's the passion that I have for it. During the pandemic, things were really down. A lot of people were like closing up and everything. But I just thought of it. I just started making masks. That's the need of the moment. I just diversify. So you have to be able, if you're passionate about something, if you're a creative person, you will never go bored. You will never, there's no boring moment for me. There's something coming up. If you're a creative person, if you're a creative person, you are born as a creative person. But you know, if you're borrowing ideas, then you're quick to run away from it when challenges come. But if you're not borrowing ideas, you know, you're sitting on it and you're passionate about it, you find fulfillment in it, you won't run away quickly from it. Even when things are down, even when things are, you know, so bad, you know, you will still find a way around it. So it's about doing what you know how to do and do it well. Like I said, you have to be passionate about what you do. Nothing is ever going to be easy in life. Nothing is ever going to be easy in life. But you have to make up your mind. You don't want to be a jack of all trade and master of none. So you want to be a master of what you do. So what you do concerning clothing, you grow from time to time. There's something new coming up, and it's precept by precept. It's from doing something, making a mistake, and then you grow to, you know, building that thing up, amending it, and then, you know, it's just like molding. It's just like molding a verse, a pot or something. You know, sometimes you're doing it, it crumbles, you take it back again, and then a design comes up from it. You know, so you just have to keep trying. Nothing is life is easy. God never said anything is going to be easy. Yeah. You have to keep working at it. You know, there's no fast lane. There's no fast lane to success. You have to work at it. You have to work passionately at it. And it has to be precept by precept. It's gradual by gradual. If it comes in a flash, it goes in a flash. So a lot of people, a lot of my mates, some of them are still in the fashion business. Some people are tired. Some people are frustrated. You know, it can be quite frustrating, you know, but for me, I'm hanging on. I'm hanging on. That's what I know how to do. When it comes good, I'm there. When it comes the other way around, I'm there. That's what I always find a way doing something else, still in the creative industry.
So let's talk about other fashion designers and those you have mentored or who have mentored you.
I've mentored millions of people. I must say, my life is a throwout for people, for younger people, and for people. If you come in contact with me, you'll never go the same. You never go the same. There's no way you meet with me, you will never go the same. I will affect you, and I will affect you positively. I don't hold back. I don't hold back what God has placed in my life, my passion. No, I share.
Yes, have you had any engagement with your alma mater since you left school?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, tell us about it.
When I was the president of the Fashion Designer Association of Nigeria, 2 times, we did quite a number of things at the Yaba College of Technology with the students that are there. Try to, you know, bring them and absorb them into the association. We call them the young ones, you know, the upcoming designers. That's what we call them. You know, we had, you know, shows, we've done quite a number. And the last time they had a fundraising, unfortunately, I was unable to go not too long ago. I speak to the rector regularly, and I also speak to a couple of other lecturers there. You know, by now, I really think I should lecture.
So what is the engagement with youth? What does it do for you? And what do you think it does for the youth?
It's fulfillment of passion as well. Because there's absolutely, I don't really know how to put it, but there's, of what use is water in a bucket stored up when the people who need to make eba, cook rice with it, take a bath with it. At the end of the day, what happens to the water? It becomes still. And then what lives on it? Mosquitoes. It's my passion to give back to the youth. I love the youth of nowadays. They're fast, they're quick, and they're ready. But sometimes I think they need to slow down a little bit.
Well, I must say you're very youthful yourself.
I agree with you.
I can't believe you're 60.
Yeah.
So beyond making clothes and designing materials, what else do you do? What else is your passion? What other passions do you have?
I sing.
Are you serious?
I sing because I'm happy. I sing because I am free. I sing in the church.
So have you ever thought of doing something with it other than sing in the bathroom and in church? Yeah, I could tell you that there's a lovely ring to your voice.
I'm still growing. Maybe someday, wax one beautiful song that people can sit back and listen to.
Actually? Okay, all right. So please talk about arts, crafts, and your creations, and your other creations apart from fashion.
I work with everything. Nothing goes to waste. The scraps are used, the pieces are being used. Nothing goes, everything. Work with everything. The dolls. I sit with the dolls when I'm, maybe after I've worked, I'm tired, very, very tired. I just sit down and start crafting the doll. So there's no dull moment with me. There's no dull moments with me. If I'm not doing that, I'm learning a song somewhere. So there's no dull moments with me. There's no dull moments. Not at all. I'm always doing something. I'm a friend of myself.
Okay.
I like my company. I have been able to build a world round me. And if I'm not doing that, I'm exercising. I'm aerobics, playing lawn tennis, swimming, playing golf, or something.
We cannot live our life struggling to fit into the cookie cutter shape laid out in culture and literature by others. Feeling anxious about whether we fit, misfit, or unfit. There's so much beauty in the uniqueness of an individual. We define ourselves. We define our ways. Words are not our slaves, not our master. When we spawn, they bring clarity to concept. Strong bond, increase.
You see, you get the energy from practice. Yeah. And your energy comes from within. Like I said, there's a baby on the inside of everybody that is waiting to be birthed. If I know I'm still learning, if I know I can learn something from you, I move close to you, I learn, you become my friend. Life is about learning. I'm still in school. I'm still learning and I love it. Yeah, and life is a process. Is it like that?
So what should government be doing? What should government be doing to make it easier for the fashion industry to thrive?
Well, in the past, the Export Promotion Council, they're doing very well. They're doing very well. At least they help, with the, when you produce, when the exhibitions, they help you, showcase, your products. I have been to Vegas on the ticket. I have been to Nairobi. I have been to South Africa. When I, years and years ago, they, under the leadership of Segun Awolowo, they're doing well. The Export Promotion Council and also the Bank of Industry. Yeah, because they supported some fashion designers, but a lot of us don't have structures. So, and in Nigeria, if you don't have structure, but you see, we should always find a way around it. Find a way around it. But we also have to be truthful people. You know, we also have to be truthful people. You know, we have become a people that can be trusted, you know. But above all, I still believe that we can have ministry of fashion. We can have ministry of fashion. And then we also need to put our industries in place. We need to put our industries in place where we can, you know, textile. Most of the things that we have now, they're coming from Turkey, coming from China, coming from all over the world. Everything is here except the things that are made in Nigeria. But thank God the aso-oke is coming back. So we're back, you know, in that era. And you know, it took foreigners, it took, you know, to appreciate the aso-oke before, you know. And then another person that actually worked very well with the aso-oke was Mrs. Fayemi, Ekiti State. What she did was to, you know, lift up, you know, the weavers. You know, when you look at the local weavers, you know, they use the local loom. You know, I went to Iseyin as well, you know, to see, you know, to see the, oh, you need to see what is happening in Iseyin. You need to see the amount of aso-oke that is. If only the government can look into that place and see how we can export. You know, during the pandemic, I found my way, you know, to Iseyin. I was sent in by the DG of Arts and Culture, you know, Otumba Rushewe, you know, during the palliative thing to find out, you know, how can these people be helped. And then I went to Iseyin, you know, and I saw the aso. Oh my God! When you see what is being done there, they have, it's a huge. They can make it a production hub. They can make Iseyin a production hub. They can make it a production hub. They're different hubs. You have them in Kano. You have the dye. Oh my God! You need to see the dyeing thing in Kano. It's been over. I think over 200 years. Oshogbo. You need to see what they have in Oshogbo. You need to see all over. So we can bring all this together and help them to grow, because there's markets for them outside the country, and it can be a source of, you know, for generating, you know, wealth for the country. Everybody wear clothes. If you go out there and you see, can you imagine all of us walking naked? It's going to look like the Garden of Eden. Everybody is going to run like, even the madman on the street. You put your banner there. The madman on the street will take the banner and cover themselves. So everybody is wearing clothes. So we need to look into it. How can we build it up? How can we help the local weavers? How can we help them? The local dyers. Look, go to Abeokuta and see the pattern of Adire. Go there and see. You know, so there's so much that is happening in Nigeria. We just need to, but people are coming in and taking the best of this country. They're taking it away, and we are here running away while they're coming in to take it. So the government needs to do something.
So tell us about your passion for Nigeria.
I'm a true Nigerian. I was born in Nigeria. I got my education from Nigeria. I did not get my education from abroad. And I tell a lot of people, it's not only when you run away, you don't need to run away.
Okay.
If you can, if you have the opportunity, it's okay, go. But come back and see how you can make it, you know, you can give back to the country. But I was trained in Nigeria. The Oyibo I speak is from Nigeria.
Or would you rather relocate to another country?
What am I going to do abroad? That's the question. What am I going to do abroad? I have my machines there. Am I going to carry them abroad? And I have customers from abroad who buy things from me. And this is where I'm a Nigerian. Nigeria is my home. This beautiful nation belongs to God. We have no other place that we can go. Let us come together and make Nigeria beautiful. It's a beautiful country.
My God, look at you. You're so emotional.
My heart cries out for the country.
Yeah, I feel the same too about Nigeria.
Nigeria is beautiful. Everybody wants to come to Nigeria. You go abroad, everybody wants to come. things will turn around. Nigeria will be great again. Those that left will come back. And we'll be here. We'll be here waiting. Nigeria will be a great country. There's no other place that can be like where you're born. There's no other family that can be like your family. Your family is your family. We all need to work together. We all need to come together. We are the problem of Nigeria. We point finger at the head. Yes, it's okay. But what happens? How about the feet? How about the body? We are the problem. We need to be our brother's keeper. We need to do the right thing. And the country will be a great place.
All right, on that note, we'll be signing out. Thank you very much for coming on to the program. Fumi, Ajila, Ladipo. It's been a wonderful experience talking to you about fashion, the arts, and the evolution of all things arts in your life. Thank you for being an inspiration to the young ones coming behind you. And thank you for the ones you have mentored.
You're welcome.
Well, it's a wrap on Women Achievers. Like I always say on this program, you train a woman and you train a nation. Look at what one influencer, one beautiful woman is contributing to the national development of Nigeria. And the GDP too. Fashion rakes in a lot of money for Nigerians because we are very fashionable people. And I'd like to leave you with the word of Louis Farrow when he says that fashion is emotion. And it is what a woman wishes to express about herself. So if you see a woman dressed like royalty, it means she feels royal. Thank you very much for being with us on Women Achievers. My name is Mayowa Oluwabi. Let's meet again, same time next week.